Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between our visitors and the San Francisco 49ers. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance. Because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down now. It's Franklin. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
That throw into the arms of Allen, and they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coach coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
To throw on second down, Vernon. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Let's go, let's bring it.
From the gun on third down, Vernon. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 13 yards out. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Mostert. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Young working out of the gun. Goodwin able to haul it in. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go, baby.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
10 logo. Drop deep, drop deep. Tight as Ringo. Tight as Ringo.
This is Mostert.
Check, check.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
That's it, baby.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 25 carries, 72 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Mostert, a little juke. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check, check. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
From the gun, Vernon. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on first down. Vernon looking middle, and it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Vernon is going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On third down, Vernon looking for his running back, and he's got him. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Double time. We got 4.
Here's Mostert. Call it a gain of 4. On first, and that'll make it second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Smoke.
Third down, Young from the gun. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Vernon looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Vernon. Caught by Allen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. On 1st and 10, Vernon. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Let's go now. 50, play. Watch tight, tight end's right. Watch tight, tight end's right. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Vernon, and he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
90, Wolf. Here we go.
49, check 49, check 49.
On first down, Vernon. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
One receiver left, that's Allen. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And now this is scooped up by the foot. And a big turn. Over there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. No. Where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Young from the shotgun. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Looking to throw on second down. Vernon. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Following the interception, Young. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
It's Young on first down. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard. To set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Back to throw. Vernon. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
I know you got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. 2nd and 5 now. Young. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to... Pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Young. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now Young. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Wilson with a 1st down carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a 1st down before they have to start their downs over again.
Looking to throw. Vernon. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to throw.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Young to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talking.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. He'll look to throw. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with time running out as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He completes it to Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Vernon. And it's complete. Henry. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out. The 25-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Ready, break. Check, check. Watch 54.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Well, they do get 5 there, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my number 1 play with my number 1 runner over my number 1 blocker. Get me the 1st down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 1 yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Go set. 18 Gator.
Here's Young from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 45 on 2nd down, Young. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Out of the gun, it's Young. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A lot of efficiency here on this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
Yeah, if they'd moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime. But right now, what you just said was the key word, efficiency. Taking care of the ball, move it downfield, get themselves in a position to score, and win this game.
2nd down, this is Wilson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Let's go. 60 or.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check the backer, check the backer.
80 weapon. Fire.
Young. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for San Francisco, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.